I'm very happy to present my topic on an overview of goods and services tax. Myself, Dr.M, Deepa, working as an assistant professor in the Department of BcomCA, Nalamutha Kondan Mahalingam College, Pollachi. Meaning of GST. GST was introduced on 1st July 2017. There is a problem in the existing tax structure. The GST was introduced. So it is an indirect tax. There are two types of tax. The first one is direct tax and the second one is indirect tax. Direct tax, we have paid tax to the government directly. For example, direct tax means income tax is the example for direct tax. And next one is indirect tax. It is also one type of tax which is paid by the sellers or buyers to the government by way of indirectly. So GST is an indirect tax, and it is all the systems are coming under one umbrella. So here the GST was taken place only when the goods are domestically for consumption. So the tax is included in the final price and paid by the consumers at the point of sale and passed to the government by seller. GST is usually taxed at the single across a nation. It is levied on only a supply of goods and services tax. GST is law in a comprehensive, multi-stage, destination stage point of view. It is everywhere addition. And one nation, one tax will be followed. And it is all the tax systems are coming under one umbrella. So in previously, sales tax, value-added tax are there, but all the taxes are removed and all the tax systems are coming under one umbrella is called as a GST. So GST is not implemented over the night. So they have discussed with the conducting of GST council. Now more than 29 council have been conducted to implement this GST. So here the council constitutes of chairperson, union finance minister and vice chairperson, and it is chosen by the among the ministers of state government, members, all the ministers of finance, taxation of each state, and quorum will be a 50% of total members will be there, and state-wise 2/3 weightage and center 1/3 weightage. Decision will be taken only the 75% of the majority. The decision will be taken, and the council has to be recommendations on everything related to GST, including laws, rules, and rates. So the GST council decisions have to be taken only in the GST council meeting. So here they mainly fixed the threshold limit. The threshold limit is previously they have fixed 20 lakhs. If the sellers turnover beyond 20 lakhs, they have to pay tax to the government. So 10 lakhs for special categories, and compounding threshold limit is to be 50 lakhs for manufacturers, restaurant, etc. So the rate of structure is 1%, 2%, and 5%. And the government may convert this existing area-based exemption schemes into reimbursement-based scheme. And therefore, there are 4 types of tax structure have been followed, like 5%, 12%, 18%, and 28%. And some goods or services will be exempted from the GST. So, for example, agricultural goods. And separate tax systems for precious metals also. They have followed some special rates for the diamonds, golds, everything for special categories. And the features of GSTs are all the transactions and process only through electronic mode. There is no physically they have to follow, so they are following only online mode. So it is registration. The GST registration is followed only by the PAN. If you are not having PAN, we are not able to register under MSME. So it is based on the PAN based registration, and registration is only if our turnover is exceed rupees 20 lakhs, we have to pay GST to the government, unless otherwise we no need to pay tax to the government. So we can register under voluntary in the MSME also. So there are 2 options. One is compulsory registration, the other one is voluntary registration. Compulsory means if the turnover beyond 20 lakhs, we have to pay tax to the government. Now it is increased to 40 lakhs. So if turnover is increased 40 lakhs now, so we have to pay tax to the government. So we can register under voluntary also. So that deemed registration should be made within 3 working days. The input tax credit is available on taxes paid all the procurements except for only specified items. So the other features are that tax deposited in by way of internet banking. We can use the internet banking, NEFT, National Electronic Fund Transfer, RTGS, real-time gross settlement, and debit and credit card, and over the counter also we can pay the tax amount. So the concept of DDS will be certain specified categories are there, and TCS tax collection also followed for e-commerce companies, and it will be refunded within 60 working days, and provisional release for the 90% of refunded to the exporters within 7 working days, and interest payable refund is not sanctioned in the time itself, and refund is directly credited to the bank account, and comprehensive traditional provisions have to be smooth functioning of this existing tax procedures, and special procedures for job workers and system of compliance will be also registered accordingly. And the GST network, according to section 25, private companies with a strategic control they have to follow by the government, and the common pass through portal taxpayers are they have to register, they have to submit the registration application, file returns as well as they make for tax payments. To develop the back-end modules for 25 states and impose appointed managed service providers, and 34 GST Suvidha providers are appointed. So, there are few benefits have been maintained. So after implement, it is a positive impact among the small and medium traders, because if the turnover is beyond 40 lakhs only, they have to pay GST to the government. Unless otherwise, they no need to pay tax to the government. So, n number of benefits have to be extracted from after implementation of GST. The first one is reduction of cascading tax. So, there is no need to pay tax on tax at present stage, and it is overall reduction in all the prices. So, few products are coming under exempted products, and few products are coming under 3%, and few products are coming under 5% and 18% like that. They have fixed the tax rate. So here the overall reduction will be there, and the common national markets will be followed, and it is mainly benefit to the small traders, because they are mainly affected small traders, because they don't need to have a capital in their hand, so they are facing much amount, they have to pay tax to the government. So to avoid those problems, it is a benefit to the taxpayers. Self-regulating tax systems will be followed. And the next one is non-intrusive electronic payment systems will be followed. So these are the various benefits of GST. So one side is benefit, the other side is problems also there. It is increased software expenses. So as a traders, they have to make some expenses for the software also. And there are GST complaints are there, and higher tax burdens for MSEs also. So there is no GST charged for petroleum products. Complaints burden also will be there, and the cost will be increased while collecting the GST, and operation cost also getting increased. Complaint tax systems also one of the problems of the GST. Thank you.